Now, I don't know if David's on yet. Let me check to see. Okay, great. David, I want you to come off mute because I want you guys to hear what I've known him, but I want to see how I can do the same thing with you guys. David, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, stand by. All right, so this is David
Okay.
Anthony. David Anthony, I enrolled him in August. He's in the process right now doing an overview. But as I said, I made a decision that I was going to go director. And because I enrolled someone, I wanted to make sure that I put my effort behind them to get them somewhere. Now, David was not easy. In fact, Andrea probably was sleeping one night when all of a sudden I was yelling at David and essentially putting him on blast to say, listen, guy, you ain't gonna waste my time. But David, if you would, go ahead and give them the story of how you got to this point, and then we'll run into the things in which I had you start to do. So get them to the point of your apprehension of your journey to let them know what kind of work was put into getting you started.
Oh man, I don't want to be too long-winded. I would say that I reached out to, I responded to a post on Facebook, and it was just talking about creating income, and they happened to be on the same post, and he reached out to me, just kind of asking, hey, so I saw your post, you're looking to make some additional income. I said yes, and he's like, Nate asked me, what do I do for a living? And I told him that I work in the fitness industry. I just got off work. And he said, well, how much time do you have? And I said, well, I work 60 hours a week. So he said, you don't have any time. I'm like, you're absolutely right. I don't. He's like, okay, well, you can't clearly leverage your time, but you can leverage your mind. And that was something that really hit home. And I was like, well, what does that mean? He's like, well, there's things you know how to do and understand that you can help people with that won't take necessarily hours out of your day, but you can leverage that. So I plugged in with the scenario, but initially I was hard because I had seen it in the past, and I was previously working in the multi-level marketing industry with another company. So my conditioning up here has been all MLM, sales, sales, sales. And so I am still working to deprogram so much of what I've understood, because I've always heard that, every life is sales. Everything in life is sales, not sharing. Sharing is caring, telling is selling, as Nate always says. And for me, he asked me, well, do you have a private group on your Facebook? And I was like, well, no, but I've had a concept that I've been really excited about for a while that I've never had a vehicle or a direction to pursue. And it was a concept that I call Light Camp, or my group that I created called Light 'em Up. And in this community of people, I just created an idea of people coming together, sharing what they're passionate about, sharing what they love to do, and sharing what God has blessed them within themselves as what I call their light, which is their gift to the world for what God has given them initially. And so I created a group on Facebook, just inviting all my friends to that. And just because I was being what Nate would say, my authentic self, people hopped in my group. And I'm like, dang, this is crazy. Like, wow. And today I have like 270 something people in my group. And so we were talking about doing a challenge. So I was like, well, what if you talked about the peak performance challenge? So I created a challenge based off the peak performance pack, and just changing my conditioning in my mind to where I'm not trying to sell something, but I'm just telling everybody that I know where I shop at, the stuff that I'm taking on a daily basis. And it's just that simple, instead of trying to sell something, which I'm consistently just changing my mindset with. And I just invited people to do my challenge with me, and just giving them the basic understanding of, hey, this is what I do, and come hop on this challenge with me. And all you got to do to get in the challenge is just go get your vitamins at the store that I'm already currently taking, and we'll do this together. We'll grow together. We'll conquer and achieve all of our goals together. And that's initially how I was able to enroll 8 people. Or actually, I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Nate helped me to enroll 8 people last month. Right on. And I got a guy watching over right now. I had another one of my old clients hopped on my challenge earlier today. So that's the guy watching right now. That'll be at 10 people as of today if this man decides he wants to be a part of the challenge. So I'm just letting God guide the focus of my heart, which is just helping people.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. Let me ask you real quick. Tell them about the last 48 hours. How did that? What do we look like for the final 48 hours?
I was at work. Nate blowing me up. Yo, who do you got? Who you got? And I tend to be talking a lot. And Nate goes, too much talking. But who you got left? And so I had somebody who wanted to see the overview, but I didn't have time because I'm at work working 12 hours a day. So Nate's like, let me be your personal assistant today. And who do you have? And I was like, okay, well, this person. So I connected them via three-way text on Facebook. And this individual is probably the perfect person to have Nate support directly because she is someone who is looking for a lot of things that this whole life is rich concept is giving to all those who are seeking. And he was able to hop on the line, which tremendously helped me because I clearly wasn't available. He got her all set up, and she got herself set up for the Peak Performance Pack, and she's in the challenge, and she got like some other stuff too, right, Nate?
Yeah, she got the customer favors pack. Customer favors pack.
Yes. And so just having Nate as a support was tremendously helpful in that regard. And then I had told him after he had told me she was good, I was like, yeah, I got someone else who hopped on earlier. And he's like, hold on, what? Because I was like, Nate, you told me to stop talking. I was trying to tell you, but somebody else signed up already. He's like, oh, hold on. So so we crossed finish line just the nick of time.
Outstanding. And so, with that said, how much time you got on your clock for the overview?
I got about 3 minutes.
Okay, great. All right. First and foremost, David, thank you because you our ability to celebrate this month. Congratulations on that. But any questions right now? Anyone have any questions about his experience that you can just ask him? I think you should. Again, you just got someone that just got started.
David, I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, David, it's Andrea. Hey,
hey.
First of all, yeah, I hear the conversations and just praying for you, my brother. But how did it initially feel? Because I know when you talk about the MLM industry and just having to deprogram yourself, how did that feel going through that whole coaching, that deprogramming coaching thing with Nate? Because sometimes it's just a little different.
It's been hard. I mean, I forget what it's like to have a coach where quite as a skeptic, you're like, dang, why is my coach yelling at me, man? Like, I'm just trying to understand. But it's just changing your thinking. And like, you stop trying to sell. And I tend to overanalyze things. And I appreciate his patience, but I also appreciate his directness because sometimes, I coach others, so I also need to be coached. And that's something that I can redirect to my clients so that they know that not only am I teaching them, but I'm also being taught, as they're growing, I'm growing. So I feel like having that coaching aspect congruent in your life is necessary for consistent growth.
Thank you.